Hello. Welcome back. It's been a minute. I apologize. I do what I can, all right? I do what I can. Anywho, let's just dive right in. We got anything going on Danger U? Yo, it's our bar. That bar called Valhalla. Excuse me, it's VA-11 Hall-A. Please get the title correct. I beseech you. Is it any good? I need a place to unwind after work. Normies are taking over, huh? Yeah, imagine working. Everyone is a NEET just like me. Anyway, place is cool, but the bartender can be a bit of a dick. How so? Also, wait a minute. What do you mean? We've been nothing but cordial to everyone except for that one time with Virgio, because he was being a little extra and we were having a rough day, all right? We've been great, I think. I don't know, at least from my perspective, but I do have a warped perspective from Jill's point of view, so maybe. How so? Never been there, so I wouldn't know. Is she cute? I can take it if she's cute. She's cute, but I think she's a bit full of herself. The guy seems a bit more of a bro. All right, you know what? No, that's fine. You're talking up my boy Gillian. He is a bro. All right, I love Gil. That's my man. All right. So you already had a conversation with her? Did she reject your advances? Nah, I just heard it from the distance. So, is that a no? Kind of. I mean, if you're going there just to chat, I just want a place to chill for a bit and meet new people. Can I smoke there? I don't think so. We go outside to smoke. Or maybe that's just because we're, working, right? I guess it can be kind of weird if you come in and, I don't know. Like, I'm not a bar-going type, but if I walked into a bar and the bartender was mid-smoke, I don't think I would think anything of it. Like positive or negative, right? Like I'd just be like, whatever, But there are professions where maybe you shouldn't smoke. Like I'd probably be a little mad if I went to like a restaurant and my waiter came up with a cig hanging from his mouth. I'd be like, come on, dude. Is there any bar from the BTC where you can smoke? Nope. Bummer. Well, I think I'm going next week then. Sounds good enough for me. Yo, we'll get new people. So I'm full of myself? You are. Yeah, well, who isn't to some extent, right? Hear me out. All right, we got all the Augmented Eye articles down. First space colony plans to develop its own army by Lana Smithy. This sounds like a plot for a Gundam series. Never seen one, but I know a little. Even though space was imagined as the promised land, a place where humanity would start over, it looks like we're about to repeat our mistakes from the past. The first space colony, Shin Outer Paradise, is currently in talks to develop its own privately owned army, following alleged threats from a notorious terrorist group. We're discussing it right now, but the law is most likely approved. We'll have an army, and we'll defend our motherland from any terrorist threat. Alice Rabbit chimed in during a private stream. This terrorist group does not exist. Don't let the Outer Paradise government fool you. The only reason for this law is so they can have more control over the population. They'd make up a terrorist group just to raise a standing army? That doesn't sound like something, doesn't sound like anything the government would do. Alice Rabbit is in space too? Amazing. Yo, she gets around. Fucking, Alma gets around, dude. Woman marries anime pillow. No one is actually surprised by Lana Smithy. I remember a time when wacky stuff like this made a lot of headlines, but even though I'm reporting on it, I can't help but think how mundane it's become. I mean, we live in a world where you can just plug into the internet and live there for as long as your wallet can afford related fees. I thought the sentence was ending there. Lots of people get married in these virtual spaces. Thanks to new technologies, the traditional views on human relationships have changed so much that someone marrying a literal object feels kinda tame now. If the pillow had some form of intelligence, it might be somewhat different, but it's just a plain, generic anime hug pillow. Get with the times, Grandma, and the trends. Wanna marry me? Can't marry your own son. Good. This is a scary line of dialogue. I'm not diving further into that. Y2K, the final remaster, leads the video game charts by Lana Smithy. I want to talk. I don't know. Were any of y'all remember Y2K, or like, were you around for it? That's some crazy shit. Like, that is some absolute insane shit. For those of you who are not aware of what Y2K is, basically, in the late 90s, people were afraid that the year turning from 1999 to 2000, or was it 2000 2001? I can't remember. One of those, flipping over the year, I think it's to 2000. I think it was 99 to 2000. People were terrified that computers would not be able to handle the date change, and that they were all going to crash. That every single electronic device was not going to be able to handle this. I don't particularly know why people thought this, but it was like some actual pandemic level shit of, at the beginning of currently right now, the pandemic going around, people were like, I gotta buy out all the bottled water and toilet paper because we're gonna be fucked when, supply lines. This is the shit people were doing for Y2K. They were buying out like jugs and jugs of water and, the world's gonna end, right? Civilization's going to collapse because computers can't handle a number change. Shocker, the date rolled over just fine and nothing happened. Nothing came of it. But it was a big deal. It was a pretty big deal. I might be mistelling some of these details. I was not particularly old when Y2K happened, so I may be getting some of this wrong, but I believe that's the general gist. Anyway, the newest remaster of 2016's Y2K, a postmodern RPG, opens the charts this week with 3.5 million copies shipped on its launch date. Damn, that's a lot. Other titles this week include new releases such as Hatsune Miku, spelled differently for legal reasons. It's legally distinguishable, all right. Project Remaster, or Project E-Master, and Sting's Face Remastered. A lot of remasters, man. It's like they knew. This game came out in 2016, and it's like they knew how things were gonna go. Full chart, including lifetime sales. Y2K Final Remaster, 3.5 mil, new. Hatsune Miku Project Remaster, 1.5 mil, new. Sting's Face Remastered, 950k, new. Water Pro Wrestling G, 500k out of 950k. Dang it, Ron Paul, 400k out of 1.2 mil. This is the third final this year. Yeah, of course. Shocker. Because why would you make something new when you can just re-release something, right? Just milk that money even more. It's like fucking Skyrim, dude. We've got another version of Skyrim along the line. They've been remastering Skyrim for a decade now. Why would they make Elder Scrolls 6 when they can just keep putting out Skyrim? Anyway, on those thoughts, let's go to work. On this nice Wednesday, December 28th. No signal? Unacceptable. Are there any new channels? There's that one. Like the Magical Girl one. No, okay. Well, we all know where we're going. Good evening. Jill, I'm about to get some firecrackers. Firecrackers? It's New Year's, right? We need some. Wouldn't firecrackers scare off the dog? Yeah, good idea. Go ahead. I'll be back in a bit. Even for a cat lover, you sure get excited about firecrackers a whole lot more when dogs are involved. I don't know how hypocritical it sounds, and I don't care. Ah, Jamie's here. Greetings. Oh, he just left. Anyway, let's start. Oh yeah, because Jamie always hangs out with Gil, because they're bros. Time to mix drinks and change lives. Ah, the guy that wouldn't come back twice. Yeah, shut up. By any chance, did something fly over here 2 weeks ago? On Friday? Yes. There were a lot of weird explosion noises throughout the night. But as far as I understand, those were made by a flying drone or something like that. So it flew by here. I take it you know what made the noise? Let's just keep it at whatever drone story you heard. Right. The noise got annoying after a while, I must say. So it remained in the vicinity? I don't know what counts as in the vicinity, but yeah. Distant explosions all night. Interesting. So it didn't get far away. Now give me a Mars Blast. Mars Blast for the guy that wouldn't come back. Twice. Look, alright. We don't gotta be so hard on this dude. You hear me? Though he is kind of a dick. Hear me out. He is a little bit of a dick, but that's fine, right? You can be a bit of a dick sometimes. Not all the time, but sometimes. There you go. Well, you didn't mess up. Sorry, if I may interject. You looking for a fight? Ingram, this is a fight you will lose. This is a fight you will lose. I don't even need to know that Jamie is a hitman as his actual job. Just look at your builds, my man. His arm is the size of your head. Bruh, are you fucking insane? Most certainly not. You really think you'd stand a chance? You're like half his size. I can fight dirty. He kills people for a living. I can fight dirty. Chill, please. Make me sound like a savage. It would be like me saying that you got people drunk for a living. It's not wrong, but there are better ways of saying stuff like that. You're right, sorry. And like I said, I'm not looking for a fight. I just noticed you seem to like strong drinks. What about it? Well, to be honest, it's a rare sight in this bar. I'd even come to believe I'm the only one here who enjoys them, aside from the owner. May I suggest you try a suplex next time? It might be to your liking. Okay, let's try this suplex thing. Right? Let's give Ingram a suplex. Wow, that sounded weird. Yeah, but that'd be pretty lit though. Hear me out. Like, when he's mouthing off too much, you can just suplex him. Get Boss to do it too, man. I bet Boss could give a mean suplex. Here. Good stuff. Like a less burning but punchier pile driver. Say, your face looks somehow familiar, Mr. Call me Jamie. And you are? I'm Ingram. Anyway, I think I saw your face somewhere. Maybe when I needed to look for a specific file at... Did you perhaps go through a nanomachine expunge? I did, actually. Figured as much. Only a handful of people do that. And almost all of them are people with nanomachine rejection that feel oddly suicidal. So, why go through the whole thing? Rejection? Need to hide something? The second one. It's easier to remain undetected when they have no means to track you or your activity. Yeah, that makes sense for a man who kills people for a living. Excuse me, a hitman. I apologize, Jamie, I apologize. I'm not trying to rile anyone up. But it's kind of like, maybe don't, you know, bring like a cell phone around with you that's just got GPS location that you're hanging out with all the time if you're gonna go do crimes. All I'm saying on that front. I see. How does the expunge work? You lie in a pressure chamber and they give you a special IV solution. It causes nanomachine rejection while giving you the antibodies needed to prevent them from getting back in. For 5 hours, you're trapped in bed while a horrible pressure builds up in your body and nanomachines are forced out. They're like little needles all over your body. Feel them in your eyes, and your gums, and your toes, everywhere. And after all that, they need to implant you with a mechanism that constantly releases the same antibodies. Ouch. What are you having, Jamie? This is a gut punch. Yeah, should have figured. Hey, give me one of those. Sure. Let's give him a gut punch. I want someone to, can we do the joke? The little like, where you try and punch their gut? Like that, I kind of love that. I know how they were like, you put it in to make sure people don't copy the manual, yada yada, but I think it's funny. I don't know. Maybe the first time. Yeah, I love these. It looks different from yours, though. I added a couple of extras in his, actually. So, where's this antibody unit they stuck you with, Jamie? Inside, like all other maintenance systems. It can be troublesome at times, but the perks of not having nanomachines in the body outweigh the cons. And the rest of the enhancements? Were you reconstructed, or have you been adding them over time? Over time, either by getting a much-needed enhancement or through fixing injuries. I see. Well, it was a pleasure, Jamie. I gotta leave. Nice meeting you, Ingram. Please come again. Don't count on it. You said that twice. Shut up. Seemed like a nice guy. Right. I won't call him a bastard, but he's not the nicest in the bunch. Maybe you caught him on a bad day? I think you're just that good at bringing out the nicer side of people. Oddly enough. That guy tires the hell out of me. He's not that bad. Someone's in a good mood. Give me a bad touch, will you? That way you'll be in a good mood too. Bad touch for Alma. How many times are we gonna make this joke? All right, we get it. Ha ha ha. Drink named Bad Touch. Funny. Like, bruh. At some point we gotta grow up. I didn't do this right. So look, I didn't finish the drink, so it doesn't count. That was a test. Okay, that was a test. See? Totally fine. First try. Here. Jill, you have such a petty sense of humor. Guilty as charged. So, what put you in a good mood? Oh yeah, that. Today, my sister was supposed to be in court for all the custody proceedings. Of course, not only does she show up later than her husband and drunk at that, but also dressed like she got fucked in the back of a parking lot. And to top it off, she forgot to even bring her kids. Luckily, my parents brought them to court. The judge assigned the kids to my parents for the time being. So she really messed it up, huh? When they came back to the house and Diana started throwing a temper tantrum, she said it was lucky her husband didn't get the kids because the angst would make her jump onto the highway. So Eva comes up and says, "Then make sure it kills you because we aren't dealing with you as a cripple." I shouldn't reinforce that behavior, but I don't know, maybe it was the timing, but I've been laughing for an hour now. You hold quite the animosity for Diana, don't you? She and I used to be the closest friends when I was 7 or 8. We played all the time. We even slept on the same bed for a while. Then she turned into a teen. We stopped playing. She had other things she wanted to do. I could forgive all that. I mean, the age difference and all. But there is something in particular I still can't forgive. It was a day when she invited her friends to the house and I went to ask her something. I was leaving, one of her friends asked if I was her sister. And she said she had no little sisters. Ouch. I think that was the moment that finally broke the pedestal I held her on. I admired her as much as a kid could admire someone, you know? Little by little, that admiration wore off until we finally reached that breaking point. I felt betrayed. And you haven't been able to give her after 40 years? Hey! It's not that I still hold a grudge against her, but rather, the Diana who said all those things so many years ago is the same Diana that I know today. How so? She hasn't matured one bit. She's still as selfish, childish, and immature as she was back then. When you see her, you don't see an adult, you see an overgrown, horny teen. Aside from destroying any admiration I held for her, she's made sure not to fix that impression. Huh. But enough about me. How are you? Everything's fine, aside from this note. A note? Remember how I told you I lashed out at my dead ex's sister? Yeah. I got this note from her. Let's see. Wow. She must really feel bad about the whole thing. As do I. So, what's the problem then? Same fear that drove me away from her in the first place. Right. Give a Brantini, will you? There's a little story I want to tell you. Right, a Brantini. All right, what is Brantini again? I haven't made this one up. Oh, hella sugar, of course, because why wouldn't it be? 3 powdered Delta, my favorite, and not that ingredient. Oh my God, I've been on vacation for a bit. All right, it's been a minute. I'm not used to mixing drinks as well. Cut me a little slack. Oh, excuse me. Need to be sipping some water. My voice is going a little bit, so we're trying to power through here. Hopefully it doesn't die horribly. We'll see, though. Here. This is the thing. Let's start. Boo! Oh my god, now is not the time. Oh, hell no. This is the story of a girl who grew disillusioned with one of her sisters. Soon, it became animosity, and not long after that, she distanced herself completely from said sister. With time, the girl would become attached to her eldest sister, looking up to her achievements. All I can look at right now are those boobs. Not now. Said sister would even marry the girl's best friend not soon after. And after the girl went into college, said sister would quit her job. The sister was worried sick about her, leaving her baby kid alone, prompting her to quit her high-ranking job. What if I hire your high-ranking lips? Jesus Christ, Anna, what the fuck? Why? What is wrong with you? Shut up. The girl, even as an adult, felt betrayed. Her role model sister went against everything she held her in high esteem for. She was no longer a child, and yet she felt like part of her had crumbled. Hey, Joe, can I lift her sweater? Do you want to see? I bet you want to see. All right, enough. Enough? Shit. Peace out. Fuck you, you bitch. Okay, that's actually rad as hell. I'm just gonna come here, fuck around with you for a bit, make you screw up your conversation, and then peace, about to head out. I mean, I know the girl is your sister. I know the girl is you, and the sister is your eldest sister. Please get to the point. Right. The point is, if you don't face her, she will be heavily disappointed. She's trying to make amends with you. That must take courage. Lots of it. Yeah, you're right. My mouth's dry. Can I get a beer? Right. A beer? Man, I am going crazy, aren't I? All right, we know how to make beers around here. It's easy. It's just like that. Boom! Fuck, where'd I fuck up? No, it's like this. That's the beer, right? I added an extra karmatrine. All right, look, we're getting there. Look, cut me a little slack. Like I said, it's been a minute. There we go. See, I don't need no BTC recipe book. Get this out of here. Here. Thanks. So, tell me, did you and this Gabby girl get along? Oh, yeah. I never had brothers and sisters, but once Lenore introduced me to her as her sister-in-law, she got so excited about having a new sister that she clung to me a lot. I helped her in her studies, read books with her, played with her a lot. She was pretty much my sister too. I have to leave, but I'll tell you this. As both a big and little sister, if you don't grant that girl the chance of talking to you, I'll never forgive you. Yeah. Oh, there's a small New Year's party this Saturday if you're interested. Oh, sure, I'll be here. Remember, I won't forgive you. Yeah. I'll go take my break. All right. You were here? You were quite absorbed in the conversation just now. Jane even said goodbye to you, didn't she hear? Anyway, call me if anything comes up. What? Where did Gil, like, what? He was just sitting right there. What do you mean? Like, how did you miss him? It's not like he goes anywhere. Well, sometimes he does, never mind. But typically he makes it known, right? He doesn't just bamf out of existence, just I'm out. Peace. Catch you later, like our weird illusion girl who wears jeans and skirts. It's less chilly today. We don't change the music around here. I've got it perfect. Jill, kid's looking for you. Oh, shit. Hey. Ah, Norma. You're back. Oh, fuck you. You do know I'm not giving you any drinks, right? Crap, I said it out loud. Yeah, actually, I wanted to thank you She thought it was for her. Thank me? Well, for starters, by not complying and giving me alcohol. Everything else would have fallen apart if I had some. Oh, so responsible, Joe. I kind of faced my mom and told her all about the pressure she was putting on me. And said I wanted to figure out what I wanted to do. And? Well, she didn't speak to me for 2 days. After that, she told me that it'd be a waste to spend money in a university just for me to not give it my all. So she told me to still go to the college course, but that I was free to explore. Glad to hear that. And, well, I wanted to thank you for that. Me? If I just rushed headfirst into my original plan, things would have gotten ugly. And you were right, I would be hurting her for the sake of hurting her. So, thank you. Don't worry about it. I'll leave before it's too late outside. Be careful. Oh, so sweet. Shut up. Oh, excuse me, I'm very sorry. I'm a disgusting human being with bodily functions such as burps. Christ almighty. Hey, Jill, mind helping me here? Sure. Make me a Bleeding Jane, please. On it. Bleeding Jane for Gil. Let's go, Gil. We'll help him out. I love my boy Gil. You don't even need to ask, my dude. I just do it. We help out Gil in this household. There's not even... I mean, yeah, there's no alcohol. Isn't there normally alcohol in a Bloody Mary? Isn't that supposed to be, like, what this is made off of? I don't know. Like, I assume that's the Bleeding Jane Bloody Mary, right? Like, am I crazy? Bloody Marys are alcoholic, right? Maybe they can be made virgin, I don't know. But I thought they, like, defaulted alcoholic. Why is this sobering, then? I don't know what I'm talking about. Thanks. Hey, Joe, do you hate me? Hate is a harsh word. It's not against you directly, but rather the fact that only I can see you. Like I told you, if they wanted, they could see me. And why can I? You're the main character. Don't know. What are you? A cute girl. I mean, she's got you there. She's got you there, Jillian. Oh, Jill, fuck. Whoops. Right. You okay, Jill? Making a lot of faces there. Yeah, just remembering stuff. Could you give me a hand here and serve a beer, please? Sure. Beer for Gil now. It's 1, 2, 1, 2, 4, right? Please, for the love of God, don't let me fuck this up twice. Let's go! Thanks. Would you lighten up if I showed you I can interact with the environment? Maybe it'll spook me, but let's try. There! Can't see anything. You sure? Yup. Weird. Nobody expects the Dorothy Inquisition! Dorothy Inquisition? Dorothy Inquisition? Dorothy Inquisition? Ouch! I bit my tongue. I can't believe I'm using the spare tongue so early in the night. Ahem. Honey! Hey, Dorothy. I'm making a quick stop for a drink. Can I get a fluffy dream? Sure. A fluffy dream for Dorothy on the go. You're allowed to serve drinks on the go, like just to-go alcoholic drinks. I don't know if that's how that works. You know what? Here you go, Dorothy. We'll spice it up a little bit for you. Thanks. Oh, yeah, before you leave. What, are you guys throwing a New Year's party too? Yep. Sure, I'll be here then. Well, I've got things to do, so... You do? Who does what? Sorry, I sneezed. Weird sneezes. Anyway, I'm out for now. Oh yeah, Joe? Take care of Becky, please. Who the hell is Becky? Who's Becky? Who's what? You said... I said nothing. The fuck? We're just gaslighting Gil now. He's gonna... I would be so pissed if I was Gil. If I'm standing here and my coworker just goes, "Who the hell's Becky?" And I'm like, "What do you mean, who's Becky?" And they go, "I didn't say anything." I'd be like, "What the fuck is going on?" I'd probably just leave, honestly. Okay, fuck that noise. Fireworks are sold out everywhere. I need to get them through more shady means. She's gonna buy them from the internet. She'll find them and put us all at risk of burning. I'll make sure there's an extra extinguisher on hand. Please. Well, I guess that's it for today. You sure you're fine? I am. Don't worry. Hey, Jill, mind if I ask a silly question? You've seen my clients. You can assume I don't mind silly questions. Silly answers can get on my nerves, though. Sorry, what do you want to ask? Do you know why they call them cat boomers? Oh, here we go, the lore. I mean, I guess their second set of ears look like a cat's, but the word boomer seems so out of place. Not so much when you consider it's not them, but their parents who were called such. Oh no! The boomers made the cat boomers. Oh my god. No, not like this. Oh? Let's go back a bit first. You do know why cat boomers look like that, right? Because they went through some anti-nanomachine rejection treatment while they were still a fetus, right? It's called the Yamazaki-Romanova treatment. Holy shit, what a name. Was it the Romanenko-Yamada treatment? Let's call it the catification procedure. It was not only the first successful genetic treatment on a fetus, but also the first way to fight nanomachine rejection. Moreover, that research had a bit of a rocky story. Funding got cut in the middle of it at a critical point that could make or break the whole thing. Not to mention Zaibatsu Corps' record of not addressing nanomachine rejection at all. The rest of the research was funded by Maki Stenkovich. Oh my god, these names. They're gonna kill me. Was it Stenkovich? Let's call him Stenkovich for now. He's a businessman whose unborn daughter got diagnosed with early nanomachine rejection. Stenkovich funded the research, and in a desperate move, his wife offered herself and her daughter as test subjects. Of course, the experiment was a success. The girl, Sylvia Stenkovich, didn't die. She became the living testament of a scientific breakthrough. But then the story of how things played out for Sylvia got sensationalized in the middle and created a weird fad. Parents made their unborn children go through the catification procedure, even if they had no ailments at all. All because one particular girl whose life got saved through that treatment became a media darling for a bit. A whole generation of kids with those cat-like protrusions got born. And their parents got called cat boomers? A generation of parents obsessed with those cat-like features. The fad quickly passed, but the term remained in use. We're the cat boomers. Weebs, you're the cat boomers. If this existed, weeb parents would absolutely do this. No, there's no doubt in my mind. Don't be a cat boomer. All right, don't be like this. Don't force your child to go through unnecessary medical procedures just so you can be a weeb. That's not cool. That's not cool. That's heavy, not cool energy. Eventually, cat boomer just started being used for people with the protrusions instead of their parents. Calling them protrusions. Why is that? Because that's what they are. Eh? You didn't think those things on their heads were ears, right? Sure, they can be moved because they're somehow connected to the facial and ear muscles. Thus they can move like a cat's and react to their mood. But in the end, they're just appendages with no real function. Huh. It still surprises me a bit, though, that the biggest mutation they get after the treatment is just that. Those ears are a small miracle on their own. People have been born with no eyes for less intrusive procedures. You really thought they were functional ears, huh? Let's say I learned quite a bit today. Thank you. Don't worry. feel like I should apologize for talking so much instead. And keep in mind, I'm fucking up the terms. I don't want you saying someone got protrusions because of a catification procedure. I'll keep it in mind. Wait! What? Yeah, the guy's name was Stengovich. Huh? I just remembered Sylvia Stengovich was around my age, and when I was a teen, there was some TV specials featuring her. And I just remembered that I had the biggest crush on her. And then I think about it, that crush had me very confused back then. And did you need to shout just now? Sorry. In any case, I'm out for the day. Alright, careful out there. All booze and no firecrackers makes Dana a dull girl. Boss, come on. Alright, are we... Hold on, thinking about Kira Miki buying one of her posters. Alright, we'll go buy a Kira Miki poster. Hear me out. Kira Miki poster, that's only 300. We could do this. Boom. There we go. We should still hit rent. Will we? Rent is due on the 30th. That's tomorrow. We're 1,100 short. It's gonna be real tight. We'll see. Anywho, we'll worry about rent tomorrow, in-game tomorrow, for the next video. As always, thank you guys for watching. There is a link in the description where you can pick up the game for yourself, give it a run through, buy different things, make better financial decisions than myself, so you can pay your rent on time. But really, thank you for watching. I hope you have a great rest of your day, or your night, or whatever else it may be, and I will see you again next time. Goodbye.